Is Tesla pushing back the Model Y rear-wheel drive? There was a couple different posts and rumors yesterday, and if you look through all this, like it kind of could be confusing on what vehicle they're actually pushing back. Herbert posted this: Tesla is to delay the U.S. launch of the affordable EV, a lower-cost Model Y. Global production of the lower-cost Model Y, internally codenamed as E41, is expected to begin in the U.S. That would occur at least a few months later than the outlined Tesla's public plan. They added, offering a range of revised targets from third quarter to next year. The reason for the delay was not clear. Two of the people said Tesla aimed to produce 250,000 of the cheaper Model Ys in the US from 2026. The new model also planned for eventual production in China and Europe. Reuters had previously reported the delay of the US and US production targets have not previously been reported. And so a lot of people think like this is maybe a new model line that is different from the Model Y, but what if this is like the rear-wheel drive version of the Model Y that is essentially being delayed there? Because we certainly felt like maybe the rear-wheel drive Model Y is coming out next month, but maybe this is in fact a delayed version of that, and maybe we won't see the rear-wheel drive for a lot more longer, because I really feel like a lot of you might be wanting that cheaper version for the lower payment and lower cost, or whichever it may be. But the one thing's for sure is if it is going to be a lower cost, it could follow along the same pipeline or same strategy with the Model 3 rear-wheel drive. If you don't know, the Model 3 long-range rear-wheel drive has half the amount of speakers, doesn't have a subwoofer, but it does have, of course, a rear-wheel drive motor and longer range. And so we could easily see Tesla following that same strategy, and maybe the Model Y long-range rear-wheel drive could have half the amount of speakers and maybe even less luxury features, because it kind of scares me with the new Cybertruck and how they really decontented that truck and basically stripped it. Because if you didn't know, there actually is a Model 3 in Mexico right now that is essentially decontented about the same strategy like how the Cybertruck is. It doesn't have the vegan leather seats. It's got textile seats. It doesn't have the ambient lighting. It doesn't have a screen in the back. It doesn't have the speakers, the subwoofers. I mean, it has like less speakers and all these other different things. And like, I think it doesn't have noise cancellation and all this stuff. Of course, it is priced cheaper. And so I guess Tesla is going to be figuring out, do people want just a Tesla for what it is and they don't care for all the different features, or are these features necessary when you come to like speakers and all this different things? But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Are you waiting for the Model Y rear-wheel drive? And when are you thinking it actually is going to be coming out? But congrats on buying your Tesla, or you're about to just buy your Tesla. But now here's the second most exciting part. That's accessories. And there's a ton of accessories out there, probably even way too much. And I try and bucket it into the top 3 accessories that you can get. And that's going to be phone mounts, all-weather floor mounts, and center consoles. A good set of all-weather floor mounts is probably my #1 recommendation. And I've got a bunch of links and discount codes to all the accessories that I recommend down below in the description and on our best deal spreadsheet on page 2. Check out this one from Jawa that we use on all of our Teslas, linked down below. Or their center console, which I also use on all of our Teslas as well. A must-have because Tesla doesn't come with a center console. But my #1 accessory I recommend is going to be all-weather floor mats, and I bucket it from 3 different options: good, better, and best. The good ones are going to be the ones that you find on Amazon. Better is going to be the ones from like Tasmanian, but my favorite, all-time favorite that we have on our Model X and Model 3 Performance currently is going to be a set of all-weather floor mats by 3W Liners. If you use our promo code down below in the description, you'll find that the price of these floor mats are pretty in line with some of the other ones at a much higher quality material. So thank you to everybody that's used our links to support the channel.